seasons, new gear. Show the world what it means to be a fan in 100% authentic gear. Fanatics, officially licensed everything.
Get ready to dive into a new world of online shopping with the Fins Tailgate. Whether you're a die-hard sports fan or just looking for the latest fashion trends, we've got you covered. With a wide variety of products from your favorite sports teams to stylish accessories and home decor, we're your one-stop shop for all things tailgate. Our easy-to-use website and hassle-free checkout process make shopping with us a breeze. Plus, with frequent sales and discounts, you won't want to shop anywhere else. So come on in and join the party at the Fins Tailgate, your new go-to destination for all things tailgate.
Hey, what's up, everybody? And don't forget the W Energy drink. Calio Cream is my favorite. I recommend you get the starter pack. It's only $15. You get four. You get a cup and four packs to see which one you like the best. If you click on the link in the descriptions below, it'll automatically take your 10% off your first purchase. And then we have backroom collections, fine art, and visors for your mini helmets. You also will get a 10% off if you use the hashtag code TFTG. We have the lineup here. We have El Capitan, Color, Ali in the morning, myself, Lewis, and Crypto in the afternoons doing drive times and smoke lounges. Of course, TMI Tuesday. And, of course, we got our host right now, Mr. KP in the building with the fantasy football talk. What's going on, KP? What's the business?
Morning, Shake. Morning, Color. Morning, the entire T.F.G crew, Fins Tailgate Fantasy Football crew. Good morning, guys. Man, it's week 6 already, Shake.
Yep. Yeah.
This NFL season just flies by, man. It's like a roller coaster, man.
It's like you're having fun, man. I tell you.
Yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt. So,
and let me ask you this question real quick. And I know it's never gonna happen. I know it's never gonna happen. Okay.
Yeah.
But the one thing I want to say is, could you imagine the intensity the NBA be if it was only 16 games?
Oh,
how intense every game would be.
Absolutely, man. I mean, I don't know if they could get away with all the soft call, the soft phantom calls and all the flopping at that point, because everybody be in all-out desperation mode for the entire game. They'd be worth so much,
Yeah.
So they have to re-enter some toughness to the game, which I think would bode well, just to add drama to what they got going on. Because most games, they're just going through the motions. You know what I'm saying? So for an 82-game season, so.
Yeah, and the thing about it is the word that the C word that should never be mentioned here. But during that time, baseball was like 62 games, and I tell you what, that was probably like the best baseball season. I don't watch baseball, but when every game was mattered, people I see people play with more urgency, and I think that was a good season for baseball when it was only 62 games.
Yeah, I mean, we're really talking about fantasy football. We're talking about fantasy. It'll be a fantasy if there was ever any game reduction in the NBA, because they've got such a huge cash cow with the 82 games. But really, you're right. I mean, if there's a league that needs to shorten its season, I think it's the NBA, given that, with the way people are doing player management, they're allowing a guy like LeBron James to hang on and play till his son, he's going to play half the games this season or whatever. I mean, it's gotten to a point now where it's, why even watch the regular season?
Exactly, because we already know who's going to be in by the All-Star break.
Right.
At the end of the day, it's just freaking
right. And then but you could see it in the way the players approach the game too. There's no intensity until it actually counts for something. and
Yeah.
so there's a lot of
Yeah.
wasted games there. You know.
Yeah, because we already know who the first 5 seeds are. I think the only thing for the NBA is at there's excitement for the all NBA for after the All-Star break is who are going to be the last seeds. That's
Yeah.
it. And we all know those guys get demolished 9 out of 10 times in the
Right.
first round anyway.
Well, I know we're ready to talk football,
Yeah,
y'all.
let's do that.
Morning to everybody. But I think this season though there's a lot of intrigue, man. They definitely had a talent injection, man. I saw that preseason matchup of the Spurs versus OKC last week, where you have the 7'4" shooting guard skilled Victor Wembanyama going up against the 7'1" small forward skilled Chet Holmgren? What's the guy's name? I can't remember his name. But this really skinny but tall white kid who's really, really good, man. And man, I was watching that like with full trepidation. Like this can't be the. I mean, this is the future of the NBA game, man. 7'4" versus 7'1". Both guys got skills. Both guys got jump shots. They're putting the Greek freak to shame, man, with the height and the skill that is now injected into the league, man. It's truly a whole new world when it comes to.
By the way, Michael K is he's giving a shout out the official beverage of the Buffalo Bills.
What was that, piss?
Toilet water. Yeah, toilet water.
Yeah.
It's official. I appreciate that. Thank you, Michael K. Thank you. I'll give you a shout out for that. Official beverage of the Buffalo Bills, toilet water.
It ain't lemonade. Buffalo Bills water.
I was told it was very potent. That's
and it's just like their lemon ices they eat.
It's very tangy. Not talking about that NASA stuff.
No. So who did you win your fantasy football this week?
Talking to me or Ali?
Yeah, you. Anybody, I guess.
Oh yeah. Oh come on, man. Hey, I'm on top of the league, bro. I mean, I don't mean to brag, but it's me and Bryson at the top, sitting on the top of the iceberg, looking down at everybody else. So, I'm only teasing, fellas. Hey, there's still a lot of fantasy football season left to go. So, we're just doing some
I was gonna say that we have a whole nother half of the season left. I haven't even played the full league yet, at least once. So.
Exactly. And hey,
you never know what's on the round. I'm kind of let's see, I'm 2-3 now, I want to say. Let me go back to that and verify that.
So you're in the mix.
Yeah, so I'm starting at least getting something going on.
Absolutely. So, that's what it's all about, man. Just hanging on, and then you want to have everything together. Let's say the last 4 weeks of the season, you want to get some momentum, going into the playoffs with some healthy guys, and then you got a shot. You got a shot at the money if you're playing a money league.
I'm gonna give some advice real quick. Not really advice, but just for people that are new to fantasy football specifically. When you're in leagues like this, you almost have to start looking at, the opponent, whatever players you have in their opponent's rankings. If you have guys that are playing like the worst defense in the league and whatnot, that's something to think about too in these leagues too. It's not just who you have and the amount of projected points. You want to look at who they're playing also.
It is the secret to success. The deeper into the analytics you can get, the more insight you'll have on the moves that you can make. And then, like we've spoken about before, fantasy football, especially the weekly version, it forces you to be objective about the NFL as a league. You can't be a homer by any, as much as we want the Dolphins to win, what brought us together is that we're Dolphin fans. You have to be as objective as possible to have any chance at success, So, this is why Shake would do well, right? Wearing that blue and orange Florida Gators every day. He's too impartial to that sorry team and all of the players that they produced over the years. So, taking a shot at Shake. What do you think about that?
No, listen, I don't respond to what's that, Division 2 teams.
Okay. Well, We're gonna show you what
I
happens.
mean, you. What's funny is you got all those Hall of Fame players and only got 5. You should have way more than 5 championships.
Well, we
Way
would
more.
if the whole world wouldn't conspire against us.
Yeah, that's it. The conspiracy theory. Yeah,
Right.
sure. Yeah, blame it on the alcohol.
But yeah, hey, with no further ado, guys, let's get into why we're all here. I want to big up Crazy Dolphin in the chat. Everybody else, Flip, Side, Eric Cooley, what's up, Dre? I see your question. We'll get to your questions in the second half of the show. But for right now, let's just talk about the fantasy forecast for week 6. You know, we use the weather, injury, matchup, and then projections in order to tackle the week ahead. So as far as the weather goes, I'm going to share the screen real quick as we take a look at the weather report. Right. We do have weather which potentially could affect some of the games this week. So give me 1 second. Let's get this set up. Let's take a look at the weather report, and let's start off with our very own Miami Dolphin versus the Panthers coming up tomorrow at our very own what's it called? Pro Player Stadium. I don't know what's the name for our stadium now. Is it Dolphin Stadium or well, our home team, right? And yeah, we are one of the 4 games. Oh, why isn't my sharing screen working? All right. Well, my button's not working, so we'll just talk it through. So yeah, we got 4 games this week that could be potentially affected by weather, and ours is one of them. There's a 53% chance of rain at kickoff. Otherwise, it's going to be a nice day. Weather in the mid 80s. Wind might be a factor as well in our game. Gusts expected anywhere between 10 to 15 miles per hour. But yeah, a 53% chance of rain. 49ers at Browns. That game's going to be in Cleveland with a 40% chance of rain. Wind 15 to 25 miles per hour. Seahawks and Bengals. They've got just a slight 15% of rain, and that's in West Ohio and Cincinnati. 58 degrees, which is ideal football playing weather, 10 to 15. And then one more game, Vikings at the Bears. 70% chance of rain. 70% chance of rain at kickoff in Chicago. Guess those lake effect cold fronts are coming down and starting to drop some precipitation. Sorry, one more game. Sunday night game, Giants versus the Bills. There's a 40% chance of rain there and 46-degree weather. So you want to always keep into consideration the effect that that's going to have on the players, on your rosters, how they may be affected, either plus or minus by conditions. And rain is definitely, or it looks like it's going to be a factor in at least a few of those 5 games tomorrow. Any comment on that, guys, or any?
I don't know. The weather, it's ever changing. I know last week they said it was supposed to rain and ended up being nothing but sunshine and clear skies. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
You never know. Yeah, that's right. I mean, it's called weather prediction, not weather certainty. So but once you do have the effects, it can change the outcome. It can change the performance of the players involved. So you always got to keep that in mind. And then when you're making your lineups, it may affect if you're got to choose between pick A and pick B. It may slide you one way or the other. As far as injuries go, I wish I could share the screen. I don't know why this isn't working for me. Yeah,
What are we looking at?
Just looking at the injury report.
I'll tell you what. Send it to me. Send it to me, and I'll on via Twitter, and I'll share it.
Okay. All right. Well, all right. Let's do that right now. Then, 1 second. Okay. Oh, how about in the private chat? Let me put it in the private chat. Maybe you can.
Yeah, I could do that too.
Okay, here we go.
Okay,
so yeah, it's in there.
I'll share it.
Yeah.
Share screen, present.
Yeah, guys, because there are some considerations, and definitely in our game tomorrow as well. In that Carolina Miami matchup tomorrow, as you probably already know, and I know everybody knows because it's been discussed the last couple of days ad nauseum. Connor Williams is going to be out, and we definitely got to see the Connor Williams effect last week as he returned, and our O line play improved tremendously, and our offense ticked at a higher gear. And so, as far as our offensive players and their production potentially affecting your fantasy lineups, you want to, what is going to be the Eichenberg effect on the fantasy production of.
So what are we looking at here?
Well,
What do you want me to do?
well, if we could scroll down to the Panthers and Dolphins, it's like midway down the page.
NFL.com.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, this is right here. Okay, I got you. Right here. This is it?
Uh,
All right.
no.
Hotspur Stadium in London. There is not a ticket
Hold on.
to be had for this game.
All right, there you go.
That's not. Yeah, what?
There it is. That's it.
No,
Panthers versus.
Yeah, but I don't see the injury report there. I think it's for some reason it went straight to the front page. That's okay. We'll just talk about it, man. We don't need to show it. We don't need to show it.
No, move.
No thanks. Click no thanks on that. So, yeah.
All right, so go ahead. I guess we'll talk about it then, right?
Yeah, let's talk it through at this point. Yeah, I got to get my main computer fixed. Mine went down last week, and I've just lost a little bit of control on when it comes to sharing the screen or something. This older computer, I don't know if it's just slow or what. But anyway, guys, as far as the injuries go in our own game, we got to consider that Eichenberg effect. He's going to probably be the starting center tomorrow. And will that dampen our otherwise league-leading offensive production from, our own cast of characters who everybody knows are among the league leaders when it comes to the top scoring wide receivers, top scoring running backs, top scoring quarterback. So it's something we definitely need to watch. On the other side, for the Panthers, the starting running back Miles Sanders is out. So if you're counting on him for production next, you definitely want to find a replacement as soon as possible. As far as other injuries that are out there of interest, if we look at the Patriots, Juju Smith-Schuster remains out. They've got one of their starting O-line.
By the way, I have it right here. So
you got it. You got it. Okay, excellent. All right, I just want to move through a couple things real quickly. So sorry about that. So with the Patriots Raiders matchup, Patriots they're just in a bad shape right now. Fantasy wise, you probably have dropped any New England Patriot fantasy football player if you're out there by now, and I don't blame you. They are a crap house right now. And Raiders are healthy, but not any better. But anyway, as far as injuries go, make sure you check the injury status of your players, especially if you've got that questionable tag between now and kickoff tomorrow. You're definitely going to want to know the status of your players. One of the worst things you can do to your chances of victory in fantasy is go ahead and start a player that's actually going to sit out the game because of injury. And, no matter what kind of league you're in, you tend to see sometimes players make that mistake, which is really a shame because you never know, that last-minute replacement might score you just enough points to edge you over when it comes to the final tally. So make sure you pay attention to the injuries to your key players. For Cleveland Browns, Deshaun Watson's going to be out again with the shoulder injury. So if you have him as your starting quarterback, you definitely need to make some adjustments. As far as the Chicago Bears, you had Khalil Herbert coming on for the running back position. He's out, and so are, there are other two running backs, Homer and Johnson. And so the big name replacing Herbert is Deontay Foreman. Another guy who's out there on a lot of waiver wires who you can pick up would be a guy like Chuba Hubbard, who, is going to start against the Fins tomorrow as replacements. All right, so let's go to our league so we can look at some of the matchups and get into some of the discussion. Shake, I'm going to go ahead and share in the private chat the league so you can pull it up. Here it is. Okay. All right, you should be able to pull that up. And let's get through our own private TFTG Dolphins League, which is rip roaring through week 6 right now. 2 teams on the top. If you just scroll down to the standings there, Shake.
Can you see it?
Yeah. All right. On top of the league right now, you've got Bryson's top of the hill gang with a 4-1 record. Actually tied for the lead with the Demon Dolphins, managed by yours truly. Now, even though I was doing a little bit of bragging and, crap talking at the top of the show, really, our league is super competitive with 20 teams deep and a retinue of teams, a long list of teams at 3-2. 1 game behind us on the top, Bryson, me and you. So by no means is this league anywhere close to being settled, or no one at this point has a clear shot at the playoffs. There's still a lot of grinding to be done. So we got about 8 teams with 3-2 records right now. Adam Padilla's Rizzo of Oz, Guardians of the End Zone, my opponent this week, by Commander Ray, in it to win it. Miss Fins, My Skills Get Sexy, 3-2. Roaches, Jags, Junkies, 3-2. Brian Mitchell's Ball So Hard, 3-2. El Capitan, the TFTG proprietor, he's at 3-2, and he's done a lot of work on keeping his team afloat. You also have Moss's Canadian Fins at 3-2. So there are a lot of teams chomping at the bit, 1 game out of the top spot. And then there's an almost equally long list of folks who are 2-3, just 2 games back. Team Greg, Team Crypto on a 2-week winning streak after starting the season 0-3. Ali with his own 2-3 record. He's done a lot of wheeling and dealing as his starting quarterback Aaron Rodgers went down in week 1. Flipside Fishing 2-3, Newfoundland at 2-3, Andres Negrones, Team Latino at 2-3. I can see the Light Raven Orders 2-3, and the Gritties 2-3. So just about everybody in a 20-team league is within 2 games of the top spot. Just shows you how competitive the league has been and how each manager is in it to win it. Red Ants Nation and Team Stream are not out of it. They each got a win on their resume at 1-4, 3 games back. So they are no means out of the running yet either. So we've got a highly, highly, highly competitive league going over here on TFTG. If we could look at the matchups real quick, right here from the front page, Shake, right here on the left-hand side. We'll just quickly go through them as well, and then we'll just open it up for questions and comments.
What are we doing?
On the matchups, right on the left-hand side of the screen. For front
Click
page.
on 1 by 1?
No, we don't. We're not. We could just look at it right from here.
Okay.
From here, we'll scroll down. All right. So this week we got, what is that? Brian Mitchell's Ball So Hard versus top of the hill Bryson's team. Nobody's on the scoreboard yet. We got Flipside versus Roaches, Jags, Junkies. Still waiting their first score. Ali, who's put up 13 points already in his matchup, and that must have come from the Thursday night matchup versus In It to Win It, who's yet to put up any points. We got Adam Padilla's Rizzler of Oz with a point versus Miss Finn's My Skills Get Sexy with 23. Team Greg versus Moss's Canadian Fins. in the matchup there. I believe Moss is Canadian Finns with 11.5, Team Greg with 0. Guardians of the End Zone versus the Demon Dolphins. Demon Dolphins, my team, with 33 points from some Thursday night production. McGritty's versus I Can See the Light, and a tight one, 12 points to 9.5 thus far. Team Stream versus New Finland. New Finland's on a 30-point lead coming out of Thursday night. Latino versus the Red Ants, 27-0 Latino at this stage. And then Team Crypto on a 2-game winning streak over El Capitan, his fantasy football TFTG boss. So I don't know if you want to win this one, Team Crypto. Just kidding. But yeah, Team Crypto holds the lead, 15.6 against El Capitan, going into the main day of football tomorrow. All right. So as far as it stands with the TFTG League, things are progressing. We're right in the meat of the season. Some critical matchups this week in week 6 may provide, some more room between top to bottom. So these next couple of weeks are going to separate the sheep from the what's the saying? The sheep from the shaft. I don't know. I don't remember that saying, but we're definitely going to see who's the pretenders and who the real deal are within the next 3 weeks in our very own league. So yeah, that's it. As far as our fantasy football rundown and recap, we can entertain some questions that are out there right now and open it up. Let's see. I thought we had some questions in there earlier. Let's see who we had. What a question. First question of the day. Hey, morning to you, Crazy Dolphin. Okay, Dre had a question. Dre asked, do I trade Puka and Ridley for St. Brown and Metcalf? I don't know if you can pull up that question, Shake.
All right, because I'm on the other page. Hold on.
Okay.
Which question?
Yes.
What's the question here?
Dre, you had the first question of the day, first fantasy question of the day.
Dre.
Yeah, do I trade Puka and Ridley for St. Brown and Metcalf?
Here we go.
Well, what do you think, Shake? You want to go first on that?
Metcalf. You want to trade Ridley for Metcalf?
Puka and Ridley for hurt Amon St. Brown and DJ Metcalf, who hasn't yet fully hit his stride.
I mean, Ridley. I think Ridley is going to get better because at the end of the day, he's not. He hasn't. Who's the other receiver in Jacksonville?
What's the short kid? Christian Kirk. You got Christian Kirk. You also have what's the guy? Brown, I think his name is. I don't remember the name of the other receiver right now. But yeah, the two main guys over there are Christian Kirk and Calvin Ridley. But yeah, I mean, as far as this trade, Dre, I'd say, if you're the one giving up Puka and Ridley, and here's why you might want to consider doing that trade. I mean, Puka right now, he's one of the top guys in yardage in the league, and he's put up mega points. But most of that was done with the stud Cooper Kupp being out. Cooper Kupp's back, and Cooper Kupp's going to bite into Puka's numbers in the foreseeable future. As long as a healthy Cooper Kupp is there, he's going to be wide receiver 1, and that changes everything for Puka Nacua, who has been one of the huge revelations of the fantasy football season up to this point. With Ridley, I agree with Shake. Ridley's definitely going to be a stud all year long for Jacksonville. But the reason I say make the trade is because you're trading who's been hot for who's still got production yet to come in St. Brown and Metcalf. Once Amon St. Brown comes back from his injury, you can expect him to be the top dog in that very productive Detroit setup. And I'm looking for for an upswing in production for DJ Metcalf um,
Mm-hmm.
in that Seattle offense. So I'm basing my approval of the trade on the notion that Puka's going to have his production tail off,
Mm-hmm.
which would make you more reliant on Ridley. Whereas with St. Brown, you got almost guaranteed top receiver production, along with Metcalf, who's got a lot of room yet to grow as the season progresses.
Well, and the thing about that is too, I can't think of the other guy that the Jacksonville has this, because they have another receiver that is their main receiver. You know what I'm talking about? The guy they signed for big money.
Jacksonville, I know they have Christian Kirk.
Yeah, Christian Kirk. Yeah, Christian
Yeah.
Kirk. They're gonna game plan for him. So and doing so is gonna allow him to get some more points. Versus, yeah, thank you, Louisiana Patriots fan. Versus Metcalf, I think they're gonna be more planning for him. I think he's gonna be the one they want to shut down, and not Lock. I know Tyler Lockett is he's doing pretty good things, but at the end of the day, I think you want to plan to shut down Metcalf, not Ridley. So you know what I mean?
Yeah. Metcalf is just a physical beast, and he's not going anywhere. He is a force of nature. His
Yeah, he is.
production will definitely go up. Yeah,
The only thing about him is his route tree isn't that crisp yet. He's just
But as those other options in their setup become more and more viable, that's just going to increase his one-on-ones on the outside, and there will be games that he just dominates on the outside with his size, speed, ability. So I'm not down on Metcalf, although his production has not been as spectacular thus far this season. But I'm expecting him to become more and more a factor as the season builds in. And then like we just played with Cooper Cup back in that LA setup, the revelation, the sensation Puka is definitely has to fall back just a little bit. Even not saying he's going to totally disappear, but things have changed with Cup back in that setup. So I say make that trade. I say make that trade all day. Although it's closer than just a slam dunk, but I would make that trade. I think whoever's getting the Metcalf side of things in that trade is probably has the upper hand. All right. Were there any other questions out there? Anybody else want to call in or get on the line? Jump up here. We can.
I'll drop the link.
Yeah, let's drop the link. I'm scrolling now, scrolling, looking for any of these questions. Anybody with a fantasy scenario you'd like some insight, some discussion on? Let's chop it up. Doesn't have to be our own TFTG league. It could be any league that you're in. Like for instance, like in my other league, I'm rolling the dice and I picked up this guy out of Arizona. I'm intrigued on what he's going to do. This running back, Enrique Demercado, I think is his name. With their guy James Conner out, he's supposed to get all the action coming his way. So, we'll see what happens. Yeah. Oh man, come on, suicide, man. I don't know, man. He's real protective of his Florida Gators, man. So
no, we're talking about the state of Florida, not Gators.
Yeah,
versus New York.
Okay. Oh,
I don't know. Your work. Why am I so bad at chirping? You're the one who's bad at chirping, bro. You're the one with these sophomore punchlines, bro. You're talking about sophomore. I'm bad at chirping. Please.
I guess it's me, man. I'll take that.
Yeah. Why am I so bad at chirping? Oh my god. You're so bad at chirping. What the fuck kind of bullshit is that, bro? Come, please. Come up here if you're so good at chirping. Come on up.
Yeah, come here, get.
There's a link. Come on, you keyboard chat warrior.
There it is. All right, dropped it a second time for you. Come on up to a side.
Unless he's in New York, hunting again.
Is it? Oh, he's one of these Buffalo guys. Is that who this is?
Yeah. Why is he so bad at chirping? Oh my god. Why is he so bad at chirping? Oh, He
Yeah.
tripped me out, man.
Yeah, but
tripping.
yeah, no doubt, man. But man, don't worry about him, chick, man. Let's do our job.
No, I know we are.
Yeah. No
Oh, there he goes. Hey there, Buttercup.
What's up, fella?
Uh-oh, he's here. He's
Hey,
here.
what's going on?
I never back down from a challenge.
Me neither.
So what's this tripping I'm hearing about, man? What's going on with this trip?
I gotta get Shake to not come back with something I already said. So when I said toilet water is better than Doobie, he can't come back and say, "Well, the Bills drink toilet water." That just doesn't work.
No, it does work because that's their official sports drink. All you said was toilet water, and I said the official sports drink of the Buffalo Bills. So after that, I didn't come more after that with Buffalo Bills after that.
Hey,
So
I gotta tell you guys something. There was a mouse in the toaster, so I couldn't use it. I had to throw it away.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ever cook a bagel on a Blackstone.
Damn.
It doesn't work. It gets all mushy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, y'all are wilding out this morning, man. What's this thing?
Well, that's what happened to
Michael K, did the Blackstone is it like a griddle type style grill is what you're using?
Yeah, just like a 3-burner Blackstone. See, well, what happened was we don't have power up here. We're a mile off the road. We have no running water, no electricity. So we run off a generator.
Mm-hmm.
And we get mice in the cabin. Well, I turn the generator on, put my bagel in the toaster, flipped it on, and a mouse came shooting out of it.
Damn.
So I had to cook the bagel somehow. So I went and threw it on the Blackstone. It didn't work. It was a mushy mess.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, you never cooked on a Blackstone?
I have before. It just the whole thing about the mouse jumping out of your toaster, man. That sucks.
Yeah, that's
that toaster's in the garbage right now.
I
won't review it. But I was dying for an onion bagel. You know, you get them cravings. So the toaster and the original bagel are in the back of my truck going to the garbage.
Mm-hmm.
And now the mouse trap is set. We don't get many mice. That's what's concerned. We don't get many mice until it gets really cold. And then they start finding their way into the cabin.
Mm-hmm.
And we shouldn't have got them yet because it hasn't been really that cold here. It's only like 41. And we set the 5-gallon mouse bucket out every time we leave. But I'm leaving in about an hour because I'm going to the game tomorrow night.
Yeah. The Giants in Buffalo. That's what's up.
Yeah. But what we do, there's 5 of us that do every primetime game. We sell tickets, and the one dude works for a liquor distributor here in Buffalo, so he gets the liquor at cost. And then everybody has a job. Like I'll bring a smoker and some chairs, and we sell tickets for $100. And then after everything's paid, it all goes to a charity that we choose for the year.
Oh, that's
And this year it's Big Brothers and Big Sisters and disabled. And
100% of the funds go to the charity, right?
Well, no, because we still got to pay for the liquor and the food.
What? Really? Okay.
Yeah, all the time is donated. Sundays are our big ones. Like Monday night games, we sell 100 tickets. And then like tomorrow, I think they sold 150 or 175 because it's an all-day thing. Any like a Thursday night or Monday night, it starts like 5 and goes until 3 or 4, whenever last call is. Tomorrow starts at 9 o'clock in the morning.
That's your whole thing. That's the whole entertainment for the whole damn town for the whole week, huh?
Yeah, well, in my town we have 5. It's pretty cool, actually. In my town we have 5 venues that you can rent for like $25 for the day. If you're a town resident, like if you want to have your wedding there, it'll cost you a couple grand. But if you're a town resident, you get it for $25. And we rent those out and have them there because it's a lot easier. There's parking and whatnot, so it's a good time actually. Right. We've been doing it for 4 years now.
Right. Sounds good, bro. Well, hey, good luck with that mouse problem, man. I mean, that's pretty.
Yeah. Every year, you know what? You can't. Once you get one mouse, you can't stop them. They just keep coming in because they find their way in, and well, especially in the country.
Yeah.
Well, I guess mice aren't as bad as rats. You know.
No, we don't have rats here, thank God.
And you know what's funny is the New York Giants is proving that the freaking Dayball Josh Allen made Dayball, not the other way around.
Me personally, Shake, I think Dable's an idiot. I never liked him, and I told Amicus, I said, you know what, I'm starting to think that Dable wrecked Allen for his first 4 years of his career.
Oh, you blame Dayball now. Well, man, he had a lot of momentum coming into this season, but with the performance of the Giants thus far, I mean, I guess he started to take his hits.
I will say that you guys have stated before that Dorsey had more to do with Allen than Daboll did. And then when you saw what Daboll did in his first year as a head coach, it was kind of impressive. I started questioning what really happened, but this season, man, has been kind of atrocious. So
yeah.
Well, yeah.
No idea.
Well, Dorsey was there the whole time with Allen as a quarterback's coach.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and technically, we're still running Dable's offense, just with a lot more plays.
Yeah.
You know, sorry, Shake, go ahead.
No, I was going to say that was the one thing I was arguing with Mark about last year when he compared Tua to McDaniel. The difference, they're both rookie offensive coordinators, but one's doing better. But I said, yeah, but here's the thing. Dorsey has a lot more time to work with Josh Allen his first year becoming offensive coordinator, where McDaniel had none. So, you know what I'm saying? He already knew what kind of tendencies Josh Allen had before he started designing plays. Mike McDaniel didn't have that same advantage.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, 100% agree with that. No. But if you look at the difference between last year and this year so far, now the first game the Bills played great. Josh Allen lost the game for the Bills, 100%. Yeah. The last game, the last loss, I think some players couldn't travel the way they travel. I think other ones had no issue with it. Like you take, say, AJ up and us. Like when you guys go to Germany, depending on when you leave, if you have a bad game, you're going to blame it on something. Yeah. You're either going to blame it the fact that you had to go to Europe, or the fact that they were there too long, or they weren't there long enough.
Or we're going to blame Banjo, like the usual.
Well, that's the whole thing. It's amazing. You guys you do not want to talk more about Eichenberg than you do about the defense.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Eichenberg is not to blame. Eichenberg was good enough to get us our first 20 points, so it's no excuse for the remainder of the game. That's how I see it. He was in there from our first two drives when we looked impeccable.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. But nobody wants to point that out. Nobody wants to point out the fact that you're moving the ball and you were scoring.
Right. They conveniently leave out the fact that Eichenberg was still in on those two drives.
It wasn't Eichenberg it wasn't Eichenberg that freaking did threw the interception and that almost pick six.
That's exactly right.
But their statements are, well, Williams snaps the ball better. Who cares?
And also Eichenberg was up in the air and needed.
To be 100% honest, I'm okay with us playing Eichenberg in this game, to be honest. You know what I mean? I'd rather be this game than a lot of other games that we're going to have this season. So,
exactly.
I don't want to rain on nobody's parade, but I came in a little late because I was paying attention to what's going on in our galaxy with this solar eclipse. So, I'm sorry, KP. I was a little late. I was running behind on this. I was on the solar eclipse thing. Spectacular event.
By the way, I'm rooting for Crypto. He's going to be the TFTG champion when it's all said and done.
Okay, that means you're
I don't know, man. I don't know.
For Russell Wilson, you know that, right?
It's all right.
Yeah.
So, Crypto, did the
listen,
solar
just
eclipse happen already? Is it happening now?
Just like the moon is covering up our sun right now, I'm going to cover up the TFTG fantasy football.
That's right.
Total eclipse.
When's this eclipse supposed to happen?
It's happening now.
Happening now.
It's
Yeah.
supposed to be going on now.
Yeah, it's going on right now. It's going to be a 3-hour event, basically 3 to 4 hours across the southwest U.S.
Okay, so it's all right. I'm looking out the window and it's pretty bright out.
Yeah, you need.
Well, you're not
going to
see it in Buffalo.
Don't look
You're
at
supposed
it.
to have special
Don't
glasses
look
to look at. Yeah.
You're not going to see it in Buffalo. It's a ring of fire. You're going to see it for maybe the western 2/3 of the country, from Tennessee westward. You'll see some portions of it. There's like a line, like the direct path. You'll be able to see the ring of fire from Oregon down to southeast Texas. From now until like 3 o'clock.
The ring of fire.
What they're saying is you won't necessarily be able to see the eclipse. However, you will be able to feel it. They say this eclipse will actually alter the weather conditions on Earth.
Yeah, it's supposed to make it supposed to be a little cooler.
It is.
Yeah, that's why we're having a 2-day cold front on Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah, exactly. Shake Money. I feel it here in Maryland. The cold. Then this cold front that's coming. I can feel it now. It's a little cloudy here, so I wouldn't be able to see nothing. I'm too far east. But if I
Michael,
was like west, I'll do it.
Do you hunt in the snow or just when it's not snowing?
No, we hunt until. Yeah, we hunt in the snow. I mean, if we get snow during hunting season, absolutely.
NASA's got the live feed, Ali. You can see like they showing the live feeds from different portions.
Yeah, you can see it on the live feed. On the live feed, you'll be able to see it.
So let me ask you.
To see it on the live feed.
Go ahead.
I just want to ask Mike, what's better to hunt in the cold or in the hot?
In the cold.
Maybe cold. Maybe cold. Yeah, I would say cold too. It'd be miserable, but cold.
When you hunt, are you one of those people that will perch up in the tree and hunt from the tree, or are you one of those people that like to hunt from the ground level and sit still?
No, I have climbing tree stands.
Okay.
So I don't like use ladder stands because you're limited on the height.
Yeah.
And I don't like being in blinds because I only bow hunt.
Yeah.
If I used a rifle or a gun, I would sit in a blind once in a while because they don't have to get as close to you. Okay. But I have 5 or 6 climbing stands around the property that I'll go to. And then I have one at the camp that the wind's doing this today. I'm going to try here and I'll take the stand with me and go. But yeah, I get up maybe 20, 25 feet, play on my phone.
I was just about to ask you that question.
Yeah, that's basically how I like to hunt. That's what I do down here when we go boar hunting. I get up in the tree. I don't like to do it from the ground level, to be honest.
So that's dangerous. I want to do that. I want to go pig hunting. We don't have pigs here.
You got to make sure when you. Yeah, I will say when you are boar hunting or you're like camping and you're doing the boar hunting and stuff, make sure you have a side piece because you never know when they will come up and boars can hurt you. People don't realize that, but they can really hurt you.
They're a real dangerous animal.
Like a woman scorned.
They will charge you too.
Let me just put it this way: the pass rush on boar is a lot better than the Miami Dolphins pass rush right now. That's all I'm going to say.
We need a wild boar in the middle.
I know I hate it on my own team right now, but that's okay. I'm just saying that they're a lot more physical.
Especially that guy who thinks he's a Power Ranger. I'm not saying any name.
Hey guys, we do have a couple of fantasy questions out there. So
cool.
What's up? Who do you want me to bring up?
Well, there's George Play 01 who asks. He has a Kenneth Walker question. He says he's worried about playoff matchups. Who do you think he should trade for? George Play 01 has a question. In response to that question, George Play, if you're still there, I would say, I feel you are thinking long term, which is always good to think, but there's nothing to suggest that Kenneth Walker might not make it to the playoffs, right? I know he has had an injury history in his short career thus far, and they did draft that impressive backup Charbonnet from UCLA, right? Exactly for that issue, but don't count your chickens before they've hatched. In this case, Kenneth Walker may be able to last, the NFL season, but I wouldn't trade him unless I would see an injury, a long-term injury on the horizon, or somewhere in the future of Kenneth Walker. I'd say ride that horse until it's dead. I mean, you may want to handcuff Charbonnet because they drafted him exactly for that particular reason. But at this stage, Kenneth Walker's a good, young, physical, fast back. Ride that puppy, man. Ride him. What do you guys? Anybody have an opinion on that?
No. I mean, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, KP.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm just curious. I mean, Kenneth Walker. He's a great young back, and he's right now the linchpin of that Seattle ground game, and then they've got that rookie there. So you may want to emulate that team's approach, and if you can get your hands on the backup Charbonnet, you should feel yourself in good shape at that stage. Charbonnet comes with a high pedigree as well. In the few times I've seen him this season, right? He's a big back, right? Young back. He's drafted to take over the full load if and when Walker goes down. So,
Hey, by the way, what do you think about? Because I know he's not on people's teams. Picking up Ahmed off the waiver wire and maybe put him on your what's that? What's the word? Not the starting, but the slot where it's neutral.
Flex.
The flex, the flex. Because because I could see him getting some touches this game.
It's funny that you say that, Shake, because I actually have Savon Ahmed on my starting fantasy lineup right now in the flex position.
Oh, cool.
So I will say that right now they projected him just over 12 points. So it is someone to look at. The way we use our running backs, I definitely think he's going to touch the ball. From my understanding, Carolina's rush defense sucks really bad. So we'll have to see how that plays out in our favor. But that's my
and one thing I like about him is he has a quick burst of speed.
Definitely.
So he could.
Right.
Well, and that has been one of the popular plays this week. I mean, Salvin Ahmed is one of the players who's had the most pickups across fantasy football leagues everywhere. And with the production that the Miami backfield has produced, whether it's been Mostert, whether it's been Achane, or whoever, it just makes sense. You roll the dice with Ahmed. He's the next man up in the leading rushing attack in the NFL this season. So absolutely.
And one thing that's understated is his pass catchability too. He does have that in his repertoire.
And until his injury, he was almost the hottest back we had in the preseason. Every time he touched the ball, he was doing something, So, there's no reason to believe that he's not going to continue his success if he's given a chance now that he's healthy. So, good pickup, Ali.
I don't know who I'm playing this week. You remember who I'm playing?
And by the way, that's one of those day fantasy leagues where they're gonna be he's probably like that. People are doing free leagues. He's probably gonna be like a real cheap pickup to get too.
Oh, in the daily fantasy football in DFS, he'll be a hot pick as well. A lot of people will look for him to be their ringer. They're the key to their winning lineups. Because as far as matchups on crypto, you have El Cap. You are going up against El Cap. Both of you
already got the lead on El Cap too.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And by the way, I'm not gonna do either today. Dolphins Thursday. I gotta prepare for tonight's game. I gotta go to. I'm gonna leave town tonight, and I'm gonna be for tomorrow's tailgate. So I will be at tomorrow's tailgate.
Oh, you're going to tailgate? Okay, yeah, I'll be there too.
Yeah.
I'll be there too. I'm going out to the game tomorrow too. So.
You're gonna be at the tailgate, and you going to the game too, Shake Money?
Yeah, I'm going to the game. Yeah, I can't wait.
Oh, okay.
By the way, I don't think that we're going to have a late night exhale tonight, by the way. Just so you know, I got
Okay.
too much to prepare for tomorrow.
Okay. I was about to ask you that question. Ollie, thanks.
If color wants to do one tonight, that's fine. That's up to him. But I'm not going to be doing it. I have to secure up all the shish kebab I'm going to be grilling and get stuff situated so we can load it into the car first thing in the morning.
Hey, pro tip: don't take any hot grills and stuff them under the gas tank of your car.
Yeah, like the New Englanders.
No,
Right.
but Michael K, you brought that up. That did happen with somebody. I don't know if this season or last season where somebody's car actually blew up and
Yeah,
last
they
season.
stayed them down here.
Yeah,
in
last
New England,
season.
in the yellow parking lot.
Yeah, they affected like I want to say like 10 cars or something to that effect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah,
that sucks.
yeah. That actually happened.
Yeah, I would hate to see the Uber bill to go, if I have to go back home.
Especially when it's busy like
Yeah.
that, they charge more, bro. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh man.
Also, I heard a rumor that we are using Chase Claypool as a tight end.
No, but
That's just
actually, McDaniel put an end to that. He said he's not.
oh, okay, good. Cause I'd rather use him as a wide receiver.
KP, did you see El
Either
Cap's
way.
message in the chat?
Yeah, I did. Okay, yeah, I did, and yeah, I will be there. In fact, Ali, if you do, I could bring some snapper. I could bring about as many
If
snapper.
you want to
as
bring
you-
snapper, you can. I have I'm using a propane style grill, so I don't know if that makes a difference for you at all. I'm not using charcoal or anything. So
No, that's all good. That could work. I mean, I could bring a couple. It's just if I bring them, I got to know for sure that I'll be able to put them on some flame because I don't want to be holding, any fish rotting in the sun. You know what I'm saying? So.
oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
we're gonna have shish kebab burgers. I know Color's gonna be bringing hot dogs. So I mean, we're gonna have stuff.
Okay.
All right.
Gotcha. All right. Well,
Hey,
You guys want to bring any sides or anything or snacks? That's good. I have a box of little bag Dorito chips and stuff.
Mhm.
But the sides to have with that kind of stuff is good to bring if anybody
Yeah,
wants to.
I'm bringing a side too, but don't tell my wife.
Damn.
How many side pieces are gonna be? How many
Damn.
side
What? I didn't know you were married.
hey, Rob, Dolphins thirsty. 2 little ones this morning, and 3 does, but no big bucks yet. They're not moving yet. It won't be till after Halloween.
Michael K, what's the biggest point buck that you've snatched yourself?
10.
10. Nice.
Damn.
10.
Very
He measured at 146, and my bear is 275 pounds.
You eat?
Damn.
Do you eat everything you catch?
No, I ate the bear. The deer I give away. I don't like deer meat. Hold on.
You don't
I'm
like venison? Really?
Don't like
no,
that.
I can't
No,
stand it.
man.
You
Deer
eat bear
sausage is
meat?
delicious, bro. Deer sausage is
Man.
delicious,
Deer
bro.
Yeah, deer sausage is good. I don't eat bears.
Well,
Yeah,
you know, I believe
I
my
had,
buddy.
I had deer meat for deer meat has almost like a slight sweet taste to it. It's good.
Michael
Yeah,
K,
deer
the
meat is
bear
good.
meat,
Venison
is
is
it
good.
gamey or what kind of meat is it? Like, can
Yeah,
you
that's what. Yeah,
describe it?
exactly. Crypto.
What deer meat or bear meat?
Bear meat. Bear meat.
Bear
I've never
meat.
had it.
Believe it or not, bear is in the pork family, pig family.
Oh, okay.
What?
So it has a pork taste to it. It chews like pork. But you can't eat a garbage bear. Any bear that lives near dumps or gets into people's trash and stuff, the meat tastes like crap. If you get a wooded bear, one that's grown up in the woods and that's all he eats is nuts and berries and stuff, that
Yeah,
meat's
it's
just
gonna be fun to be better.
fantastic.
Sweet, right?
Hey, Mike.
Sweet.
I
They
heard
say
that
you are what you
can't.
eat.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that you can't eat. That some people try to eat buzzards, but you have to get rid of the stomach of a vulture.
What, a buzzard? No, no. You never kill buzzards. Turkey vultures are the best thing for our ecosystem on the face of the planet.
No, I'm
Yeah.
not saying kill them. I'm saying that I've heard that people have actually tried to eat a turkey vulture, and they said that if you don't remove a stomach, it'll make you sick as a dog. No, I'm not telling people to go out and kill them.
Mhm.
Well, I don't know. I would never shoot a buzzard anyway.
In my mind, I'd have to be damn desperate to eat a damn vulture. That'd be
See, well,
and you know what's funny? And hold on, you know what's funny?
That gotta be
Even
real hard
vultures,
up for freaking food.
even vultures don't eat vultures.
You right, KP. I don't. It got to be real hard up for food if you gotta eat a vulture.
Man, a vulture? God damn. Well,
See,
God,
we do have another
that's
fantasy.
like eating a Komodo
I
dragon.
seen that on the movie. That's why I brought it up.
Hey guys,
That's another thing I would never eat is a freaking Komodo dragon.
What's
Them
up,
things
KP?
eat anything.
we have one more. We have another fantasy question out there from Just Random Kid. He wants some help with his flex position. He's got Jacoby Myers, Devonta Smith, Breece Hall, Nico Collins, or James Cooks in his flex. What do you think about that? I don't know if you can pull that up, Shake, so we can all take a look at it.
I'm going Devonta Smith. They have AJ Brown, but I'm telling you, Devonta Smith reaps the benefits every time. Every time when I go up against him, I'm like, oh, I'm not going Devonta Smith. I'm going AJ Brown, and Devonta Smith ends up outperforming.
Who had the question?
Just a random kid. Just a random kid.
Well, what about what's Kansas City's rush defense? Because I'm thinking they're gonna if
Kansas City already played this week, so they're not playing.
I mean the Jets. Who? I mean, sorry, not the Jets. Who are the Jets playing again? They're playing. Oh yeah, they're playing Philadelphia. I think they have but no, never mind. Because they're playing Philadelphia. Philadelphia has a good run defense, so
yeah,
you don't want to do that. That's who they're gonna have to play through if they're gonna have a chance of winning, being Philadelphia.
Nico Collins is a good one too. He's had a really good season, also.
Yeah, he's.
But Devontae Smith. Remember, Devontae Smith is playing the Jets, and they have a good pass defense. I would say James Cook, because dude, if you seen we put up like 500 rushing yards against the Giants. I think Buffalo's going to do the same thing.
Yeah, everybody's dominated the Giants, so James Cooks may be the play here.
It's a time to pad the stats.
Yeah,
that's the pad the stat week when you play the Giants. Everybody has a chance of correcting their stats deficiencies when you play the Giants.
Yep.
Are they getting
wherever you're
Barkley
deficient
back?
at? This is the week to make the correction.
What was that?
Are they getting Saquon Barkley back?
They don't know yet. I mean, they expected him back, but he's still struggling a bit, still questionable right now with the high ankle sprain. So, but yeah, I think the committee has spoken, Random Kid, and I think the case has been made that James Cook is probably your best play here.
Yeah, because
everybody.
because I think it's going to be a blowout. I think it's going to be a blowout, and they're just going to give Cooks the ball because they're not going to really want to, preserve Josh Allen.
Hey, did Kincaid clear concussion protocol?
Too late.
I don't know. I have to check on that. But speaking of the Bills, and you could probably comment on this, Michael K. too, is that Latavius Murray has taken that second running back role. So a sneaky play tomorrow may be to even put a Latavius Murray in a flex position. Because given the scenario that Shake just spelled out, if it is a blowout in favor of the Buffalo Bills, they're going to run out the clock. And both Cooks and Murray are going to split the bill, probably, with a little mixing in of Damian Harris. So you can look for those Buffalo running backs just as a unit to go ham tomorrow. And everybody's gone ham against the Giants. So if you got Murray, too, as a stash, this might be a week to give him some run as well.
Well, and that's why I was thinking if Dalton Kincaid passed concussion protocol, because they haven't got him involved yet, which I had said in the beginning of the season. All these other clowns are saying Kincaid's going to be the next Travis Kelce, and they already had him in the Hall of Fame. And I said, no. But he's only had 19 targets, 17 catches for like 84 yards.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think if anything, tomorrow they're going to get him involved with running deeper routes.
Right. Yeah, I haven't heard anything, but he's right now still has a questionable tag coming off his concussion. So, we'll have to monitor that until tomorrow and see if he clears the protocol. So, yeah.
And doesn't he have to do like a practice when you clear concussion protocol in order to play? Don't you have to play at least one practice or something like that?
He was practicing all week. He was limited participation all week.
Okay.
So I don't know. I didn't hear it, and I left yesterday, and I kind of cut myself off from watching any Bill stuff. Or in fact, last night I watched Spies Like Us because I can get YouTube up here.
Yeah.
With what a great movie that is. Spies Like Us.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I cut myself off. I don't watch any Bill stuff and try not to answer my phone.
Yeah, you didn't watch Dan. You don't watch Dan Mitchell?
I was there yesterday afternoon before I left.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. The best if I had to watch one Bills content creator, it'll be Rico.
I think he blocked me.
Rico, he's the best one in my opinion.
Is he cover one?
Huh? No, he's
Bills
Bills Fanatics. He's part of the Bills Fanatics.
Oh, he's a Fanatics. Yeah, they blocked me.
Yeah. Well, you probably won't like him. I think he's from Canada too. So.
Hey, so
Well, that's what kills me. All these clowns that do Bill, none of them are from Buffalo.
None of them.
None of them are from Buffalo. Dan Mitchell's from South Carolina, now Florida. Even Sean, and I like Sean, Red, White, and Bills.
Yeah,
he's from Syracuse.
Okay.
What about Amicus?
Amicus is from South Carolina.
Carolina, yeah.
Well, that's how it is with Dolphins content. K Flexen is not from Miami. Great One Divorce not from Miami. Dudley Durong's not from Miami. We already know. Inside the NFL is not from Miami. The only one, and even TD, he's from Broward, so he's not from Miami.
Hey, Shake, ain't K Flex from Texas?
I'm from Miami, but I live in Port Charlotte. But I was born and raised in Miami. Huh?
Ain't K Flex from Texas?
Yes.
I don't know where he's from, Cleveland or he's somewhere, but he's not from Miami. I could tell you that.
Well, he was.
He became a Dolphin fan because of Ricky Williams.
He's the first podcast I started watching on YouTube.
Yeah, on the Fin side, with Paul and Kat, they're not from Miami. One's from Connecticut and the other's from Missouri.
Yeah, I started watching K Flexen too, but is he still putting out content? I haven't seen.
Yeah, he does. Everyone, he does like reaction after videos. I still have my notifications on.
I think he's been going to school lately though.
Yeah, that's why. But he only does. That's why he only does the post game videos.
Got it. Yeah. All right. Well, cool, man. Cool. Yeah.
Hey, can anybody tell me what happened to Ron?
Ron?
Oh,
you remember Ron? The one that sounds like he smoked like 5 packs of cigarettes a day.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about the one I said sounds like Chris Berman?
Yeah, he might. He sounds more like Marge Simpson's sisters, but he was a good dude. But he used to be around all the time. He's not around anymore.
Yeah.
Scott Jackson's not around.
Yeah, I haven't seen Scott Jackson in a while.
There's a lot of guys that haven't been around. I'm a faithful. I'm a TFTG faithful.
Yeah, I know California. He only messes with TD now. I only see him on TD.
Oh, okay, that's what happened here. I'm about to ask about California. I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, I see him on TD all the time. But
you do?
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey guys, we got another question out there.
What's up?
Ricky AA wants thoughts on Deonta Foreman. And guys, absolutely. You might have not been here earlier, Ricky AA. We did touch on Deonta Foreman, but yeah, he is as solid a pick as it comes this week as a running back coming out of the Chicago setup. And the reason being, everybody else is hurt. I mean, Khalil Hearn just went on IR. Rashawn Johnson still in concussion protocol. Also out is our own Miami guy. What's the guy's name we used to have? Travis Homer's also out. So they just activated him off the practice squad, and it's just him, the fullback, and one other guy. So, and they got a matchup against Minnesota. So if they have any chance of winning, they're going to be run heavy. And so, yeah, Deonta Foreman, if you can get your hands on him and get him in your lineup, he's a really good play, even just for this week only. Even if it's just for this week only. So, absolutely, Deonta Foreman is definitely a guy to go forward with this week. Any thoughts? Anybody else want to chime in on that? Go right ahead. I mean, we hate Deonta Foreman over here after what he's done to us. Back when he was with Tennessee and then last year. So, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, it was with Tennessee. He filled in for Henry that time and ran us over.
Yeah, big physical back, man. We don't like him very much over here, but
What's up, Tony? What's up, Anthony? How you doing?
Hey, what's up?
What's up,
Hey,
Tony?
Hey, what's going on, Tony? What's up, bro?
Hey, honestly, I'm having issues. Like had bad luck the past few weeks with my fantasy. I've lost so many games because I don't know what it is. The players I choose have had a whole bunch of bye weeks the past few weeks. Like how I don't want to like cut like I have Justin Herbert who's coming back, but now I've lost two of my receivers to a bye week this week, and three of my running backs on my roster to a bye week.
Well, it's good news for you because you know what? After that, that's it. You're gonna have your full roster moving forward.
No, but I'm already behind. I'm like 1-5.
Oh damn!
Yeah, you need to start winning.
Well, who's to say that the people you don't play are going to have players on bye weeks later on in the year?
No.
Well, you have your guys.
Like I'm most of the people in my league that I'm in are above 500. I'm the only one under 500. Everybody's like has like multiple wins and stuff like that. Like either 3-2. Most of the people above me are 3-2, 4-1, and stuff like that. 4-1, 5-1. So I'm already so far behind. In turn, I'm not even going to make the playoffs. That's how bad I've been playing. My results have been.
Right.
Oh, so you're telling me you know what it feels like to be a Miami Dolphin for the last 22 years?
Come on now.
Hey.
Most certainly a Buffalo Bill.
Kick this guy off the screen, man. Come on, kick him off the screen.
Sorry, you left the door open, man.
First of all, at least at least we've won the Super Bowl. You guys been to 4 Super Bowls and blew a whole bunch of leads. So let's not act like you guys have done anything in the playoffs either.
That's right, Tony. Turn up.
Turn up.
Yeah, hey, Tony, I don't know what to tell you, man, other than, when you're drafting, putting your team together, that bye week.
You don't know. That's the issue, though. Like,
hey, Tony, tell him what does Buffalo have any Super Bowl wins?
0.
Yeah, but Tony, listen.
Okay. What were we saying, KP? Sorry.
No, I was saying, listen, when you are drafting next season, right? If this season is a wash, next season, think about the bye week. Week when you're drafting your players. I know you want to get the best players possible, and that is definitely, your first priority. Get the best possible talented players as possible, but you want to, also pay attention to how your players' bye weeks mesh together. Like if you're going to draft 2 quarterbacks, don't draft them both with the same bye week, because you're going to have an issue when it's time to rotate one quarterback in while the other one is supposed to be off. That should play a part in your team selection from the beginning.
I just do it based off the best players. Sometimes I don't like. I just do it for fun, and I don't pay attention to that.
Yeah, like I said, next time that is definitely something you're going to want to pay attention to.
And you guys do that?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. That's one of the primary things you want to look at when you're constructing your team early on, and as you pick up players as well. You never want to pick up a player that's not going to be able to help you in the bye week. So
yeah. You know how desperate I got? I had to pick up Zach Wilson. That's how desperate I was.
That's pretty desperate. That's almost as desperate as those mothers he's looking for.
Oh Jesus. Oh God.
Hey, they want some young meat, some young beer meat,
some
young Jets meat.
Right now,
wasn't he dating one of his teammates' mothers or something like that?
Yeah, right now, this is Anthony Manzano right now.
What's that? Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
Is that Jim Mora? Is that Jim
Yeah.
Mora?
Yeah.
Classic Jim
Yeah.
Mora.
Was that senior or junior that did that?
Senior.
Same.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was
Yeah,
junior.
Junior
I
was
don't
with the
think I don't
Falcons,
think you I think you were probably like a little kid when that clip was
That clip, you're
what
right.
year were you born? When were you born?
1990.
Yeah, you were a kid when that
You
clip came
were a
out
kid.
like in 94, 95.
Yeah, I was like
Yeah.
4 or 5 when that came out.
Mhm.
that clip. Him. Who was the one that said we played who we thought they were?
That was
Dennis Green.
Dennis Green. Yeah.
Yep. Dennis Green.
Was that later
Yeah.
on, or was that around the same time?
Around
That
98.
was in the 2000s, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It seemed
I
like him
remember.
and
So I
Dennis
was in-
had the
I was in
craziest
school
like
at that
clips when
time.
it came to.
That was in 2006, I want to say, because I was at school. I remember I was in Pensacola, not Pensacola. I was in Arizona.
I was working at Barry University at the time. And that was around
That
that
was in
time.
Arizona. That was in
He was in
2006.
his last NFL stint with Arizona when he made
With
that.
Arizona, right?
Yeah,
it was against the Bears.
Against the Bears,
Hey,
against his old
KP,
team, right?
what tree did he come off of? Because he came off of one of those trees.
Denny Green? I don't remember which tree.
I think
thought
I think
he
it was
was
the
a part of
homegrown, if I'm not mistaken. Homegrown.
Mike Holmgren, yeah.
Because the Denny Green tree is pretty rich in his own right. He produced a pretty good trio of coaches.
All right.
Yeah.
Including McDaniel.
McDaniel, yeah, I was going to say that, but he didn't play for McDaniel in NFL. He McDaniel played for him in one of those other leagues.
Right.
All right.
USFL. Yeah. So yeah, I was always a big Denny Green fan, man.
Yeah.
I love that Minnesota offense he put forward. He hired a guy I knew. So I was always big on Denny Green.
Yeah, he had who's that? Damn it, Culpepper had his best year under Denny Green.
Yeah. Randy Moss, Chris Carter, Jake Reed.
Oh yeah.
With Robert Smith coming out of the backfield,
Man, now he had a short career in the NFL, huh? What was it because of injury he got out?
Robert Smith?
Yeah.
I think he ended up just retiring early. He's a pretty smart guy, didn't want to risk long-term injury.
Okay.
Yeah. But he was very productive running back, in his year.
Yeah, last time I seen him, he was commentating.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure he may have regretted it. Those it's hard to replace those $100 those $1 million contracts, no matter how hard the banging is, but
I immediately regret this decision.
Is anybody in Texas from anybody from Texas, Kerrville, Texas? I know EM's in Texas.
Estefan, remember Estefan? He's from Texas.
Caryville, Texas. It looks like they about to get the Ring of Fire right now. It's almost there. It's
Alex is from Texas
right now.
Well, Alex is in Texas right now too.
Alex Renee Diaz, yeah.
Alex Renee, if you're listening, you might want to step outside right now and get your eclipse glasses. It's a beautiful sight. You guys are pretty close now.
No, actually, if Alex was listening, he'd be talking about what the Big O said.
Right.
Make sure you protect your eyes.
Exactly what the Big O said about the eclipse.
Yep. Please protect your eyes.
Doc Brown is from Texas too. Doc Reginald Brown is from Texas.
Dr. Reginald Brown, yeah.
Well, he's not from Texas. He's living in Texas. Let me clarify that.
Oh, is he? I
He's
thought
from
he was
Miami.
in DC. I thought he was like a principal.
Houston. Yeah, he's in Houston.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in Houston.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a lot of Texas fans and Dolphin fans in Texas. We even got some in Buffalo.
Not many.
Oh, we got some.
Yeah.
Well, you certainly don't have a Dolphins backer bar anywhere in the Buffalo area.
Yeah, because we wouldn't want to. Who want to put a business there? Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. Man. Okay.
I think I'd rather put a business in Afghanistan before I put one in Buffalo.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. A lot of businesses are coming to Buffalo because the only thing the idiot did right, our governor, was open the bars at 8:00 on last Sunday morning. Other than that, she's given. What's that?
I said, damn, that's cool.
Yeah, well, they open
at
at 9. They open at 9:00 normally on Sunday mornings. So she put it forward an hour.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, these governors, Cuomo, I don't even know what I want to call him. He was an idiot. They're giving all these businesses all kinds of tax breaks to come here and milk off New York State. Wow. Well, Tesla and Tesla, Elon Musk and somebody else, they built this huge 1 million square foot facility. And they were supposed to hire X amount of people. They haven't done it yet. All the equipment that New York State bought is sitting in a warehouse about 40 miles away from the facility, not being used yet. Yeah, New York State's run by a bunch of Democrats.
The only thing worse than the Democrats is the repugnant clickings.
Hey, man. I don't like either,
definitely at the federal level that it was unthinkable to oust the speaker for the first time in human history, and to cannibalize your own party and cause the government to freaking be on the teeter of freaking collapsing. There's no succession to the vice president now because there's no speaker in the House, because normally the speaker is the second in succession. What happens if the first two get taken out? You go to the freaking the Senate pro temp.
Well, actually, I know who you go to. You go to Joe Mixon.
Yeah.
Hey, man, Alabama fell to number 11.
I thought somebody steps in as an interim speaker until they can vote another one in.
But they don't take succession though, because it's not legal. It goes to the fourth person if the speaker's not, even there's no actual speaker.
Yeah, and hey, you have a Florida's own Matt Getz to blame for that one, leading that charge.
Yeah, right. Just because McCarthy wanted to do his constitutional job and keep the freaking government from collapsing.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to talk politics on the show.
No, me either.
Yeah, for sure. I got you. Yeah. That's why I brought up Joe Mixon.
Yeah.
Let's change the subject, people. Let's change the subject.
Everybody knows that Joe Mixon is the best at everything. He was my coffee barista this morning.
Yeah.
How did Alabama drop all the way down to number 11? I'm watching the Alabama Arkansas right now. They drop all the way down to number 11. It just got one loss.
So
yeah,
what
I think that loss.
You have any questions, Derek Young? Let me know what you want. What's your question, bro? We here for you, Derek Young.
I think because Alabama lost to a bad team.
Oh, what about that comeback? Damn, man, that's the Colorado debacle. Damn, I can't believe.
I don't like these teams keeping their rankings anyways when they lose. Like Ohio State, they lose 1 or 2 games, they're still the top 5 team, which is ridiculous.
Or USC.
Well, yeah, Derek. Hold on.
They need to drop.
All right, now Crypto pulled me out to talk about this. First of all, the issue in regards to teams staying in the top 5 and whatnot, and they lose a game or two, has to do with who they played and what teams they've won against. It's just like why the SEC teams constantly are ranked in the top 15 because they play each other, and if if 3 or 4 of them are all ranked, if they beat each other, they keep their rankings. That's basically
and that's why I've always harped on the fact. I said it this year. I said the NFL schedule, the strength of schedule in NFL is a fucking joke. The strength of schedule only applies to college because of the not all college teams are created equal, but NFL teams for the most part, there's only like 4 or 5 players that separate each team for the most part.
Good point.
Yeah, but hey, responding to Derek Young, if you tuned in earlier, we did have a pretty a long debate over, or we did discuss Foreman, okay, as a really good pickup this week. In fact, he looks like he's going to be the guy, and the only guy available in a run-friendly week for Chicago with the matchup that he's got in front of him. So we did discuss Foreman, and we also discussed Hubbard as a hot pickup this week in his matchup against the Dolphins as well. With what's the lead running back over there being out? Miles Sanders being out as well. So sorry if you didn't tune in earlier, but we did discuss both of those options. Now, as far as your next comment here, on the flex position, right? On Scary Terry or Josh Downs. Well, yeah, we can get into that discussion, and thanks for bringing that up. Josh Downs has been one of the big surprises of the season, and every week for the last 4 weeks has become increasingly fantasy relevant, especially if you're in a PPR setup. As he's a volume guy, he's a slot guy naturally, and he's put up that level of production in terms of receptions. So yeah, if you're in a PPR league, then the Josh Downs rookie is definitely one of the hottest names out there in terms of PPR production. So, thank you for the question. Now, Scary Terry, who's he talking about when he says Scary Terry?
Terry McLaurin.
McLaurin. Okay, well, yeah, McLaurin has had as down a season as possible in terms of like a guy who lots of people had hopes for in a more pass-friendly Washington setup with Eric Bieniemy leading that outlook. But the problem is in Washington is that so has Curtis Samuel stepped up his game, right? So has Jahan Dotson, who needs his touches as well. And so Terry McLaurin has yet to have that dominant breakout game this season. Does he still have it in him? I mean, I don't know. He hasn't showed it thus far. And Sam Howell has been slinging it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Terry McLaurin may be one to keep your eyes on for a breakout eventually. This week, who do they have in the matchups this week, guys? Who's Washington going up against? We got Redskins.
Atlanta, I think.
Yeah.
Now Commanders versus versus Atlanta.
Right.
So Atlanta is definitely vulnerable to the pass attack. Atlanta's going to try to run the ball. They've had their guy Bijan break out and show his stuff. So they're going to try to control the clock, which leaves the question: is there going to be enough of enough time for the Commanders to just sling it around the park and be productive? This may not be the game for McLaurin to break out, but again, anything can happen on any given Sunday. But yeah, really good question about Terry. I don't know if I can give a strong opinion one way or another on him, other than we both would agree he's been disappointed up to this point. Yeah, but yeah, man, thank you for the questions, man. If you guys bring the questions, we definitely have the discussion. And hey, if you want to jump here on the panel too, you can as well, and steer the discussion that way as well.
Now this Hubbard y'all talking about, is that Chubb Hubbard that y'all talking about?
Yeah, Chuba Hubbard. Yeah,
Chuba Hubbard.
He's gonna be.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna be the workhorse for Carolina against our beloved Dolphins. You know what I'm saying? So I know we don't want him to do well as well. We don't want him to do well, right? We want to knock him out the goddamn game. But as such, he will be the focal point of their backfield production tomorrow.
Yeah, he's a big back, kind of a big back.
And he's got plus speed, plus very shifty, good out of the backfield, catching the ball as well. He's a guy who's been, following behind studs before he was behind McCaffrey, for the last few years. So, I'm sure he wants to get his shot at the lead back position. And this is a shot for him to take the reins, because Sanders hasn't been very impressive this year either. So if he can have a really good game tomorrow, it will bode him well in holding on to that position for a little bit longer to show his stuff as lead back. So big opportunity for Chuba Hubbard tomorrow. Hopefully he doesn't take advantage of it.
He had a good he did good in college. I was
Oklahoma,
I
right?
followed him a little bit. I think so. It was either
Yeah.
Oklahoma. Yeah, I think so.
By the way,
He did
Chuba
pretty
Hubbard sounds
well.
like a chewing like a tobacco brand, tobacco chewing tobacco. I
Shake,
got
brother,
some
you
chewing
just
Chuba Hubbard.
you just took the words out of my mouth. How about to say the same thing? It sounds like some kind of tobacco.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they
Oh
Like
start
chewing
boy.
tobacco.
working on
I'm going to the store and give me some Chuba Hubbard.
Hey, Shake Money, that's the live feed
What live feed?
of the
Oh,
Ring
our
of
feed.
Fire. Yeah,
Okay,
that's the
okay.
first one.
6-0 at Arkansas.
I love that everyone here together, enjoying this together. Wow. You can almost hear a little bit of an awe and reverence among the crowd. Initially there was a bit of cheering, and then everything got a little bit quieter as people took in the fight. I think that, as people experience this event, it strikes both, personal, but also communal, and it's a really
Damn.
beautiful event.
Damn, that's nice. That's the actual eclipse.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
impressive stuff. Impressive stuff.
It's not total blockage, but it's the total eclipse happens next year in April.
Yeah.
Total eclipse of the heart.
Yeah, they're gonna be playing that song like endlessly going into that week.
All right. Hey, another question out here, guys. Jacob F asks, start Alexander Madison or Saquon Barkley? Well, hey, if I'm you, I'm starting Madison. Madison has responded to the challenge of Cam Akers being brought in. He put up 100-yard showing last week. And we don't know if Saquon Barkley's going to play tomorrow. I mean, that high ankle sprain has lingered. He's still got a questionable tag. And reports out of New York are that they're not anywhere sure that Barkley, he's had limited practices this week. He has not put up a full practice, and he still showed signs of that high ankle sprain affecting his game. So if the question is between Madison and Barkley, you got to roll with Madison this week as of right now. Of course, that could change if Barkley's given the all clear tomorrow. But again, you want to consider his matchup against a Buffalo team that looks like a steamroller. Everybody steamrolled the Giants. Will there, outside of, catching a few passes out of the backfield, will there even be a road for production for Saquon Barkley tomorrow? He's a
Well,
good
KP,
you
you got to
What
remember,
about Jonathan
KP,
Taylor now?
Mm-hmm.
Can you get him for cheap and play him?
Well, the thing is, Saquon Barkley, he's proven this far in his career to be a really good back, but is he a game-changing back and every week back? I still think there's some discussion on whether he brings that kind of value on a week-in, week-out basis. Yeah, and can he stay healthy?
KP, you got to remember too, with Daquan Jones being out, Puna Ford's going to get a bunch of snaps.
Right.
And although he's not the best pass rusher, he's a hell of a run stopper too.
But he is on the smaller side as well. So the Giants.
Puna's short, but he's fat.
Yeah, he's a fat guy, and yeah, he's been productive in spots. I like Puna. I followed him from back with the Seahawks, so I have no disrespect for Puna. But for the Giants to have any sort of a semblance of success, they're going to need to run the ball. So if Barkley is given the all clear, then yeah, I can understand that being a choice. But right now, I would still say Madison is the better choice.
Hey, by the way, have you tried our new hybrid vehicle? Drive a Puna Ford today.
Drive a Puna Ford, right?
Or sneakers. You should brand new sneakers. Wear some Punas. Not Pumas. Punas.
Yeah, Punas.
It's something wrong with you, Shake. It's something wrong with you.
Hey, Steph X asked the same question. Scary Perry or Josh Downs?
My therapist said the same thing.
Standard league.
Right.
So, Steph, I would say in the standard league, Josh Downs has been hot. Keep riding that puppy to some fantasy points. Josh Downs. Terry McLaurin, still big question. Bill's fake crowd noise asks Ahmed or Brooks. Well, Ahmed is he's a sneaky. I would say he's a sneaky good pick tomorrow.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's been productive thus far this season out of the Dolphins' backfield.
And you know what's fun?
Brooks.
And it's no secret that for the most part, for the exception of Skylar Thompson, this regime has yet to put in young players.
Yeah, they are reliant on the superstars. You know, we have been.
But
And
Brooks is more of a to me is more of
three
a
down.
red zone player and also third down
All right, let me ask
and
you a
short
question,
yards.
KP.
What up?
Let me ask you this question, fantasy question. What's better, a running back that got 300 yards but no touchdown, or a running back that's got 50 yards but 4 touchdowns?
Come on now. You know the answer is the latter, right? It's got to be the touchdown. Touchdowns are premium. 4 times 6, 24 plus your 5. That's 29. Well, actually, 300 is what? It depends on how the scoring is, really.
Or let's say he got 3. He got 3. Let's say this runner got 3 80-yard runs, but no touchdowns. And so let's say 3. I'll say 3 80-yard runs to the goal line because he got tackled at the goal line, and the running back behind him got all 4 of those. Was able to benefit from those touchdowns.
You're bringing back bad memories. That sounds like my high school career, man. I would run. I would have a big run, 80 yards, and then I'd be so damn.
Sorry to
tired.
hear that, KP.
I'd be so damn tired that they pull me out, or I'd stop cramping up and stuff like that. So dang, we bringing back bad memories. But anyway, man, Shake. The answer is always in the scoring configuration in the league, dude. In some leagues they give you a bonus for plus 20-yard runs. In that kind of league, then those big runs are premium. Even if they don't add, end with a touchdown. Of course, the touchdown is really the main thing you're looking for because you're scoring 6 points right away. In most cases, 6 or 7 points, which is the same as a 60 or 70-yard run in most leagues. So the touchdowns are always going to be premium from the running back position. And hey, here's another good question here. Chuba.
Chuba Hubbard.
Chuba or Deonta Foreman? Definitely Deonta Foreman this week. What do you guys think on that? Again, we've spoken about both players enough, but Deonta Foreman in that.
What do you think about picking up Jonathan Taylor cheap?
Well, hey, he may be available because Zach Moss has said I'm not going to give up the position this year, right? Zach Moss has put up back-to-back 100-yard games, and last one included a big, spectacular 70-yard touchdown. And so there may be a play. You might find a manager out there who would give up Jonathan Taylor cheaper than he normally would come for. I would hold on to Jonathan Taylor. That's prime real estate. It's going to appreciate in the near future.
And by the way, I'm part of the Fanatic Fury fam, and one of my co-guys there, Greg, who's part of the Fins Tailgate, dude, he's set up for the future because I think he has Jonathan Taylor, man. He has a lot of good players. I think he's
some guys on the IR who are going to be factors this season. Absolutely. Yeah. Hey,
and he's got whatchamacallit. He's got whatchamacallit, bro. He's got the quarterback for the Lions and the Bears who've been balling, man.
Oh yeah, Justin Fields and Jared Goff.
Jared Goff. Yeah.
So he's got a good problem there at his quarterback position. Who's going to start on a week-to-week basis as both of those guys can put up decisive game-winning performances. Hey, Flipside has a question here, guys. Flipside asks, who would you choose out of these 2 running backs as your running back 1 for the week? Would you go with Kareem Hunt or Kendra Miller? A little background on the situation. In Cleveland, you have Deshaun Watson out, which would indicate that whoever's lines up in the backfield for Cleveland is going to get that work. You know what I'm saying? And also with the season-ending injury to the big guy Nick Chubb, they did pick up Kareem Hunt, and then they have the impressive backup. Can't remember the guy's name now, who's had a 100-yard game for Cleveland, but Cleveland looks to be run heavy this week. On the other side, you got Kendra Miller just coming off of IR for New Orleans. But he's coming back. His comeback from IR coincides with the return of the big dog, Alvin Kamara, to that New Orleans backfield. So I don't know if there's going to be much space other than on third down for a Kendra Miller to get touches flip. So I would say out of those two, Kareem Hunt is probably the more likely one to get some big looks in Cleveland. What's the name of the guy who was the Nick Chubb's backup? I actually had him on a roster on one of my fantasy teams earlier on, but then I was able to flip him after his big performance. I traded him for I ended up making a trade. I traded him for Khalil Herbert and Zach Moss, and I think I got the better side of that deal until Khalil Herbert went down last weekend. So I can't remember the guy's name, but anyway, I think Kareem Hunt may end up being the big dog in that Cleveland rushing attack long term, is what I was trying to get to. So yeah, I'm going with Kareem Hunt. Any opinion on that from any of you guys?
Kareem Hunt. Wow. I think Kareem Hunt is gonna do well this week because who else? I think because Deshaun Watson's not playing this game, right?
Right.
So
yeah, it was Ford. Thank you, Chad. It was Ford. Yeah.
Oh, Puna Ford is back with the Bears.
No, the backup running back for Cleveland. The guy I couldn't remember his last name is Ford.
Puna Ford, yeah.
No, this ain't Puna Ford. Puna Ford is a D tackle.
Okay.
For the Bills. This is another guy, another Ford running back for Cleveland.
Remember we had a Ford, Isaiah Ford.
Yeah, we had one too, huh? Everybody's had a Ford. They used to have a Ford Escape back in like 2002.
Mm-hmm.
But a really nice looking Jeep. Yeah, Jerome Ford. Jerome Ford was the name of the guy who's the prohibitive running back one in Cleveland. But then they picked up Kareem Hunt after Nick Chubb went down. And Ford did have a really big game after Chubb went down. He put up like more than 100 yards. And he followed up with a decent performance the week after. And so I had him on my roster, and they ended up flipping him for Herbert and Zach Moss, who then went off. Zach Moss just went crazy thereafter. So meanwhile, I think Hunt is going to either take over the running back one from Ford or share the backfield with him at the very least. So Kareem Hunt flip is the choice there. We had another question there come in from Chef Nabby, or a report actually. He says he traded Pierce and Laporta for Mixon, not Joe, and Ingram. And he says Ingram is now averaging 8 targets a game, which is as good as it gets for the tight end position. And Mixon is getting 75% of the snaps. That is true. So, yeah, congratulations on pulling off that trade, Chef. That is definitely the way what you want to do in a winning fantasy football season. You want to get the better of your trades. You definitely want to come up with all of the transactions that you make, your pickups and your drops. So well done, man. Let us know how it continues to work as the season continues. Okay. But yeah, hey, if you got a question, if you got a comment fantasy wise, bring it through, man. We'll definitely chop it up. And if you want us if you want to jump on board with us, I know there's exciting stuff going on. We got the solar eclipse going on.
Hey, but what's your Twitter handle? What's your Twitter handle, real quick? I'm gonna, you know what? From now on, text. I'm gonna link. Whenever because I do your thumbnails right in the beginning of the week. Whenever I do your thumbnails, at the top of the description, because I have to link the description to the link. On top of that, I'm gonna post your Twitter link in the description. So from therefore, if you're on Twitter and you want to message him directly through Twitter, follow him, and he'll be a point of contact. Would that be cool?
Yeah, no doubt, man. Let me get that. Let me get that up for you right now. I think it's well, I don't want to mess up.
I'll post it right now in the chat. Your Twitter link.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up right now. Get it to you. Hold on.
All right, and I'll post it in the chat. So follow, but going forward, I'm gonna put your link, your Twitter link, in the descriptions.
Sounds like
so people can have it.
Sounds like a plan. It is and here it is. It's at Dolphins 62121. At Dolphins DOLFINS 62121. You might hear me occasionally in those Twitter chats harassing some of those circle jerkers every now and then. I do it for fun. just playing, man.
Exactly, KP.
I usually go in there with the plan to piss those guys off. So,
there you go.
And I do a good job at it. So, But yeah, at Dolphins 62121. At Dolphins, and that's DOLFINS 62121. Yeah, holler at me there on Twitter, and we could chop it up on all things football, all things fantasy, especially, and definitely all things Dolphins. I try to
Perryville, Texas now is going through theirs.
Okay.
Now that's the next location that's going to view this full Ring of Fire.
Ring of Fire. Okay. Yeah, man.
And again,
Perryville,
the Ring of Fire. The Ring of Fire.
The Ring of Fire. It was a show called The Ring of Fire too with Matt Papantonio, Mike Papantonio. I think it's
Dolphin 62121.
Yeah, DOLFINS 62121.
I don't see it.
No? Hold on, I'm looking at it right now. Hold on. Let me spell that again. At Dolphins, DOLFINS.
Hold on. I'm slow here. DOL.
F is in Frank.
I guess he's spelling phonetically.
Yeah.
Okay.
INS.
Yeah, he's using phonetic Dolphin spelling.
621.
Okay, Demon Dolphin.
Yeah, there it is. The Demon Dolphin fan. Also, fantasy
Demon
football
Dolphin
fan. Demon Dolphin fan, fantasy football man. The guy in the stands with the grand, betting down big in the band.
All right.
and we got Michael K. You got some backup here. We got Fred. The other.
Right.
We're gonna.
What a great man! What a.
Hey, I got a question for crypto.
That sounds like Fred.
What?
The question is, all right, we know that the moon affects tides. Does this eclipse affect tides?
Wait, say that again.
It absolutely does, man. We just had king tides down here in South Florida.
Yeah, the tide. Yeah, it does. The tides.
It's also supposed to have an effect on the so-called northern light.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, that's cool, actually.
So that means Alabama's gonna lose. Roll Tide.
The Roll Tides, right?
I'll tell you, man.
The Tides gonna roll over, right?
Shaking his points, man.
Hey, we got another fantasy football question.
The Tides rolling over.
Guys, fantasy football question from Hanson Hoang. He asks, who wins in this scenario? Burrow, Pollard, and Lamb. Burrow, Pollard, and Lamb.
Traded away Lamb.
In exchange for Josh Allen, Jefferson, and Kyron. And that would be Kyron, the running back out of the Rams. 12-team, full PPR. Who wins this trade? Well, hey, right now, Burrow, Pollard, and Lamb, if not for the simple reason, health, buddy, health.
Yeah, they all hurt. Yeah. Jefferson's out for 3 weeks.
Yeah, Jefferson's out. And then you got Kyron. Kyron isn't hurt yet, but they're using him at a 90% usage. They're running that boy down into the ground. You know what I'm saying? So you got Josh Allen, who we hope to knock out. We hope to knock him out in the near future. So one side of that trade for me is injury prone. And then the other side, you got Burrow recovering from the calf injury. Pollard ever productive out of the Dallas setup, along with CeeDee Lamb. So the only thing against Pollard and Lamb is that they're, crappy Cowboys, but they are productive Cowboys.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I like that side of it. But I don't know what you guys think. Burrow, Pollard, and Lamb, I think, is the winning side of that.
I would agree.
And by the way,
Yeah,
this
but
is
Burrow
the
because of health.
this is the link to KP's fantasy. I mean Twitter. So go ahead and click the link.
Hey, Shake
So, yeah,
Money,
I'd
I
be
got
connected.
Shake Money, I got a proposal and update for you.
What's that?
Hey, the path of this eclipse is going to be in the southeast part of Mexico. So if you can take that swim off the coast of Fort Myers, you'll get there just in time to meet the eclipse. You be able to view it.
Free crypto.
Yeah. All right. Hold on. Let me get my swimming trunks.
Right. You'll be able to catch it right in its path, and then you get off the boat or get out of the water, and you put on those shades, and you'll be able to view it right there in southeast Mexico, just in the nick of time. I can see Shake Money right now putting on the trunks and the scuba gear.
No, crypto.
Nah,
No,
just
crypto guy.
get on a paddle board.
What'd you
Guys
say?
don't wear swimming trunks anymore, crypto.
Oh, there you go. Shake Money's got his dolphin trunks. He's going out to southeast Mexico. It's gonna be there. It's gonna meet you along the way, man.
See, the thing about it is, the last time I swam the ocean further from the coast, I almost got deported to Cuba. So I'm not gonna do that again.
Shit. You got to swim
right.
with your ID,
like,
Shake.
okay, this guy's definitely illegal.
You got to swim with your passport, dog.
Hey, Jake, are those the swimming trunks you had on when you disgraced Dolphin fans everywhere by not jumping off that pier?
Huh?
I said, are those the swimming trunks you had on when you disgraced Dolphin fans everywhere from not jumping off that pier?
Again, the reason I didn't jump off that pier is because I'm not a Buffalo fan and I have reason to live.
Whatever, Shake, whatever you do, Shake. Now that you've shown us your pants, don't stand up by any. Don't stand up. We're not interested in seeing that. We don't want to see that.
Hey, listen, that's for paying customers only. Thank you.
Okay, yeah.
That's for paying customers only.
Hey, Shake.
If you want to see that, you can go to Shake Money. Shake Money's what do you call that account? What do you?
My OnlyFans
account. OnlyFans.
That's right. That's where I shake my money.
Yeah. That's why. That's where the name comes. Shake Money. He shakes it, and you give it.
Right.
Right.
No, actually, I shake it, and they tell me to put my clothes back on.
Hey, are those swimming trunks, Shake?
Yeah, that's the swimming trunks.
Oh, okay, man.
I got so many pairs of swimming trunks. I swim a lot, so I got dozens of them. Swim pants, swim trunks, swim underwear, swim everything.
Yeah, but crypto, guys don't wear them tight ass swimming trunks no more, though, bro.
No, you go the baggy ones, or you wear the jammers if you want to really do some serious swimming. The jammers.
I kind of wear
they call them
basketball.
Jammers.
Okay, okay. I wear like basketball shorts, crypto. You know what I mean, man? Like summertime here, man. You go to the lake or something.
Fred, you mean you don't wear the Speedos no more, man? You don't.
He's wearing the Olympic Speedos.
Oh man, thank you for the imagery, man.
No.
Fred is sunbathing in his Speedos. There's Fred sunbathing in his Speedos right there with a pina colada in his hand.
No. Speedo. Hey, that's the first time I've ever heard him called that, man. Speedo. Yeah. Never heard that, man.
Oh, man.
Gotta spend more time down here in the tropics, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got to come down there to Florida, man. We got to be in the Gulf Coast, man. The Gulf Coast.
Yeah, man. It's lobster season now, man. Lobster season now. You can just dive down and get up to 6 lobster for free.
Nah, but you ain't catching me in those Speedos, though, boy. If they look like what I'm picturing, you ain't catching me in those Speedos.
Lobsters got to be the right size, though.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
The right size.
Yeah, FWC will pull up on you in a heartbeat.
Yes, goodness. In a
and
minute.
they'll give you the big fine.
They patrolling. They patrolling out there.
Yes, sir. And hey, if you don't have your flag up, the boats might run you over. They think you're a manatee. You know?
Yeah.
So you gotta have it. You gotta follow the regulations. Yeah, you gotta follow the rules.
It used to be years ago. You can just take your rod and reel, go fishing in the canal, but no, you gotta
Mm-hmm.
have all kind of you gotta have certain paperwork and stuff, not just go fishing.
Yeah. Now the paperwork is on your phone. Once you get your fishing license, now
Yeah.
you it's the app on your phone.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
I go fishing a lot down in the Keys, and they come through regularly to come check your ID. Just about every
Yeah.
other time we go there, Florida Wildlife will come, and you got to show, make sure you're not following the rules, following, the size and the limits, So it is what it is.
and also too, if I'm not mistaken, if you're driving on the road and you're not driving right, I think they
Mm-hmm.
can also pull you over and give you a ticket too.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I'm
They
not
can
too
do
sure.
traffic. They can do traffic as
Yeah,
well. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
they can do
Come
traffic.
on
So
your bike.
don't let it fool you in your car.
Oh, in your car.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. Flip
Yeah,
side, the app.
they
There's an app called the Fish app, which updates based on your location to the regulations, both state and federal, real time. So yeah, if you're ever going fishing, first off, get your fishing license, right? And then download the Fish app because that'll keep you
Mm-hmm.
abreast of all the rules and regulations based
All
on the
right.
species that you're catching. Like you might catch something that you don't know, you might not know what it is. Or I got a snapper. Is it a dog snapper? Is it a lane snapper? And based on the species, the regulation might be totally different. One might have 12 inches, and
Is
you can only
somebody playing
five,
Tyler Swift in the background?
versus
No, that was a Pepto Bismol commercial.
Yeah, my bad, Shake. That was me, man. That was a tough baseball commercial. My bad,
Well,
brother
you
Paul.
watch. Well, Fred, you watching Taylor Swift again?
Nah, man.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way,
Hey,
we
Mr.
have
That's
Park.
his
footage,
favorite star.
and by the way, we have
Okay.
footage of Fred's Fred's what Fred wears to the beach. We have we have
Oh
footage.
man,
We
gotta be
just got
kidding me,
images.
man.
You got the
Oh,
images?
you know what, man?
oh, Lord.
Oh
You
my
know what,
God.
man?
Good grief.
Now that
Jesus
image is
Christ,
permanently
man.
stained in my mind. I can't get rid of it now.
Hey, Mr. Park. Hey, Mr. Park,
Yeah.
man.
That's just the front side of
Mr.
it.
Park. Next time you go swimming, Mr. Park, leave your speedos out.
Nah, don't.
Oh,
Nah,
bro.
Fred. That's on you, Fred. That's on you. That's on you. That's on you. That's what
Jesus
happens
Christ.
when you run with the buffaloes.
Yeah, man. Oh my God. You know what?
Oh
Sheesh.
my God.
Hey man, I know every time I come up on a panel, man, it's gonna be some shit now, man. Every time, man, some shit, man.
Nah.
But
It's all good
Nah,
though,
you all
man.
right, Fred. You all right.
Shake,
You
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
And
yeah,
we
yeah.
only mess with
Michael
people
cool
we like.
also.
that's
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Cool,
Hey, Shake,
cool.
man, it's been 2 hours, man. I
Yeah.
don't see more questions coming in, so I don't know if you guys want to continue to chop it up or not. But
Yeah. Well, we'll shut her down. Appreciate
yeah,
you.
yeah. Hey, guys, it's week 6 fantasy football. We're right in the meat of the fantasy football season. Wherever you're
Mm-hmm.
at this stage, even if you're like our good friend Tony at 1-4 right now, all hope is not lost. You just got to make the right moves, key decisions to get yourself a little bit of momentum, and you'll be right back in the thick of things. Now, next week, that may not be the truth. Next week, if you're 1-5, then adios. Next
Brutal.
year, just kidding. But hey, it's been
Hold
fun,
on.
fellas.
One last question.
Yeah.
Oh, one last question. Okay. Oh, this is the Alex question. Alex Ducharme.
Yeah, that's it right here.
Okay, all right. Let's take a look, fellas. Let's let the panel hit this one. Say he's really stuck between Jacoby Myers versus Devontae Adams. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why you'd be stuck on that. Devontae Adams is clearly wide receiver 1. Don't take last week's result as the law. That's just last week. But anyway, he has both on his team. But every time he benches Myers, he ends up outscoring Adams. Other wide receivers he has are CeeDee Lamb, Devonta Smith, and concussioned Tank Dell. He's in a PPR. His question: is it wise to bench Adams in fantasy to play Myers more frequently? I say you play with fool's gold. Devontae Adams is as close to an every week must start as possible in real football and definitely in fantasy. He's one of the top 3 fantasy football receivers, and on average, you play him every week, and he has been that for the last 3 or 4 seasons. There's and he hasn't really slowed down this year. He's had some monster performances, but you're right. He's not consistent with those performances. But on average, if you play him every week up to week 13, 14, whenever your fantasy football season ends, Davante Adams will pay your reward. So I wouldn't get lost in the fool's gold of Jacoby Myers. Although he has been impressive, he has put up, like last week, he has put up some numbers. Davante Adams is the choice every time for me, regardless of what Jacoby Myers does. Anybody? I mean, I don't know what you guys have a difference of opinion on that, or
no. The thing about Jacoby Myers, though, you got to realize that I think he's the best receiver on the team. So you know what I'm saying? He's gonna eat. You know what I mean? Regardless,
over Davante Adams.
Well, not over Davante Adams, but I think he's like a good flex guy, or depending on depending on the defense you play. Because at the end of the day, you know what trips me out is how fast people are turning on Jordan Love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Davante Adams, who is what? I'm sorry, I
The
still
Raiders. Both guys are on the Raiders.
Yeah.
Both.
I mean, yeah, and they both have questionable quarterbacks that's throwing them the ball. So,
well, see, that's what it is. I mean, Davante Adams, every game he's double teamed and sometimes even triple teamed. And Jacoby Myers so far has been the beneficiary of that Raiders setup. When teams scheme to stop Davante Adams, that's when you see Jacoby Myers go off. But, you know, Jacoby Myers, to his credit, he's been unlocked, right? The Raiders may not win many games, but for Jacoby Myers, who was trapped in the doldrums of the New England offensive system for so many years, he is looking to get loose. So I can understand, Alex, your eagerness to trust in Jacoby at this stage. But I would just warn you and remind you that the straw that is stirring that drink in wide receiver production out there is Davante Adams.
Yeah.
He is the linchpin. You know, if you can slip Jacoby Myers, like Crypto just said, in the flex, if maybe you might want to have both receivers in the lineup at the same time, and wide receiver 1 and 2, given the matchup that they face. But I wouldn't lose trust in Davante Adams at this stage. He's been one of the top 3 fantasy receivers for the last 3 to 4 years. And I don't think you could go wrong in trusting in him right now. He hasn't showed any signs of slowing down. So, you know. But hey, you are the captain of your ship, your fantasy football ship. So, you know, you got to go with your gut. You know, you got to go with your gut. And also pay attention to those matchups, man. Pay attention to those matchups. You know, if you study this thing enough, you'll be able to make the right decision when the time comes.
Yes. And before we leave, remember, we are just fun for fun. Please don't take this this as a disclaimer, you know.
Right. Yeah, this is just, you know, opinion based. Although if you'd like to pay me money, I can give you stronger opinions. So, you know, you got my I'm just joking. But hey, you got my Twitter, Dolphins fan 62121. Okay, it's right there in the if you'd like to pay me money and support my fantasy football predilections and predictions, then please be my guest. I will happily accept your donation.
Yes. And if you want money, pay him. You got to go to his OnlyFans, and that's where he gives you his real fantasy.
Oh yeah. Hey, you know what do you know what a mukbang is? You know what a mukbang? They pay good money for people who do the mukbang. You know what that is?
What's that?
That's when people eat. They just eat crazy foods on screen, and people pay them to watch them eat the food. Hey, I
know you're talking about. There's this dude. He pops up all over the social media. Avocado Nick.
Oh yeah, he eats avocados and people pay.
No. He eats everything. And I mean, the guy, they showed it. The guy was like real skinny, and now he's like really overweight because he's been doing that.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn. And they pay. I'm talking about the guy makes 6 figures, bro, doing that.
Oh yeah, I know another guy called the Chicken Connoisseur. He's out of England, and all he does is he goes to different different chicken shops, and he orders the same thing every time. He orders
not yet.
He orders 6 wings and like a chicken burger, and he rates it on a scale of 1 to 10. And man, he's a freaking millionaire off that crap. I'm like, damn, why didn't I think of that, man?
Right.
I did that for free for 30 years of my life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's the world we live in today, man. So
with that being said, all right, let me know when you want me to pull the trigger.
Hey,
I got my hands on the trigger.
I've
right
been ready, man. I'm suicidal right now. I'm ready.
All right, man. So with that being said, everybody fins up. Hey, tomorrow, tonight we might do Excel, but tomorrow definitely we're gonna be calling. I think Crypto, you're gonna be calling the game, Crypto.
I don't think so. Because of my setup is kind of I'm streaming the game from my computer, and that's what I use the StreamYard on at the same time. So it's kind of like the feed is not a good feed. I mean, it's a delayed feed. I'm like 3 plays behind or 2 plays behind.
No, I mean everybody's
Hey, man,
2 plays behind.
What's the forecast for the game tomorrow, man?
Chance of rain.
Anybody know?
Yeah. We went over that at the beginning. There is a chance of rain. It's like a 30%, 40% chance of rain tomorrow's game. But really, that's every day in Miami. So it's
hell yeah.
No,
So
it wasn't last week, man. It wasn't last week.
So with that being said, I'm out. We out. Fins up, baby.
Okay. Fins
All right,
up, shit.
all
All right.
Peace.